Welcome everyone, good afternoon. Welcome, bienvenue, Annie. It is my pleasure to welcome for the first time in a while the Georgian Bay Community School Concert Band. Please stand if you can for O Canada. Please be seated. Well done. I would like to acknowledge that we are meeting on the traditional land of the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, which is represented by the communities of Saugeen First Nation and Chippewas of Nawash Unceded First Nation. We also think of the Métis Nation of Ontario, whose history and people are well represented in Bruce and Grey counties. Today marks the first ever National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, which also coincides with Orange Shirt Day. As we come together to celebrate our new school, it is important that we first acknowledge the significance of this observance that is happening across Canada. While we give thanks during today's ceremony, we must also remember that this wonderful facility we are so fortunate to have was built on the land of the Anishinaabe peoples. Our students, staff, and families are joining others nationwide to wear orange today as a demonstration of solidarity in honor of residential school victims, survivors, and communities that were impacted by the injustices and atrocities of the residential school system. Like other schools and work sites in Blue Water District School Board, we have lowered our flag as we think about the countless Indigenous children who never returned home and the lasting damage to Indigenous citizens and communities that persist. We understand that a clear path to reconciliation is not possible without first recognizing and uncovering the painful truths of our past. It is also a day for us to reflect on our collective responsibility in broadening our learning and awareness of Indigenous rights, history, and culture in Canada. Education is key, and it is amazing to see the many ways in which our local schools are making the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation a week-long observance. Miigwech. Just a quick reminder to our guests, there is a washroom outside the doors and to the left at the end of the hall should you need. If we were to have a fire alarm while in here, we would ask that you exit through the front doors and make our way to the tarmac on the north side of the building. Welcome guests, and good afternoon to all students, staff, community members, members of the media, and parents watching. While we would have hoped you could have joined us in person, we are happy that you're able to share this moment with us virtually. We are here to celebrate the opening of this beautiful building that is at the center of the Meaford community. This project has been many years in the making. Its single purpose was to ensure that the students of this building today, those who will attend tomorrow and many years from now, will have the opportunity to set goals and achieve goals, to grow, to laugh and smile, to make friends, to celebrate, to take risks, and to eventually move on with the knowledge and experiences that will help them succeed in life. I would like to acknowledge those who have worked and attended the St. Vincent Euphrasia Elementary School, Meaford Community School, and the Old Georgian Bay Community School. While those 3 schools no longer are operational, they have provided this community with many decades of community education and memories. We will remember them here at the new Georgian Bay Community School. First, I'd like to thank Ren, Tristan, and Evan for helping us today with our ceremony and our tour. I would also like to thank current and former school staff and administration, school board personnel, including senior administration and board plant department for their efforts and support in the planning, construction, and the move. I would like to thank our trustees, current and past, including the late Linda Hamill. Most importantly, I would like to acknowledge it and thank our students. You have brought the energy and positivity that only you can bring. To see all of you here, back in school and in this school, makes all of this effort worthwhile. At this time, I would like now to introduce Chair of the Board, Jane Thompson.
I'd just like to start by saying I'm really excited to be back in school, and it was really thrilling to hear the music played live, so thank you very much. On behalf of the Board of Trustees for the Blue Water District School Board, I'm honored to bring greetings as we celebrate this momentous occasion. The recent return to school has been even more exciting for those in the Meaford area. There is so much to look forward to as St. Vincent Euphrasia Elementary School and Georgian Bay Community School students, staff, families join together to create a new history and sense of community in this remarkable facility. From our youngest to our most senior learners between junior kindergarten and grade 12, the new Georgian Bay Community School is now open and ready to serve students wherever they are on their education pathway. This extends to our future students attending the new Early On Child and Family Center, which is also an important part of the school. It is amazing to see firsthand the many distinct features that have been included as part of the school design. I know that our students will benefit tremendously in their new and improved learning spaces, such as the library, music room, tech shops, triple gymnasium, and the soon-to-be developed outdoor track and sports field. I just want to thank the Ministry of Education for supporting the significant investment in our local public education system. MPP Bill Walker is also to be commended and thanked for his ongoing advocacy and support at the provincial level to ensure the educational needs of our area families are always considered. Thank you. Thank you to our administrative and school staff for the years of hard work that have gone into this entire process. Whether it was submitting the application, overseeing the build, or consulting and communicating with families and community partners along the way, the members of the build team are also deserving of their recognition for their excellent job in bringing this design to life. Lastly, but certainly not least, we are eternally grateful to our St. Vincent Euphrasia Elementary and Georgian Bay Community School students, parents, guardians, and families who have contributed in numerous ways with their feedback and support since the proposal for a new school was first introduced. We hope you will agree with us it has been well worth the wait. Enjoy your wonderful new learning environment, and congratulations.
I'd like to now introduce our area trustee, Fran Morgan.
Thank you. We have some lovely little faces looking down at us, watching us. It's a great pleasure to be here today. I was trying to remember when the conversation about the new school was first brought up. I don't remember the date, but it was many, many years ago. There was concern in the community about losing our secondary school and therefore part of our identity. However, here we are with this fabulous new building. To build a school this size and complexity requires a great deal of planning. Firstly, there's all the thinking that goes into the concept phase, Then there's the funding application to the provincial government. Just putting the plan together took hours and hours of board staff to complete. Once we received the amazing news that the approval had been granted, so began the extensive process of hiring architects, thank you to the architects, getting drawings, seeking community consultation, and adapting our plans accordingly. This was followed by the detailed process of the actual build. Board staff were involved every step of the way, from the finance, the plant service department, and to the senior team. Many queries were fielded from the community on all sorts of questions, some that could be answered immediately and others that could not. Then there's the logistics of emptying 2 schools of books, desks, chairs, and a myriad of items that had to be transferred to the new schools as the educators tried to finish off the school year in June. Our custodial staff then had to get this huge building ready so that teachers could get their classrooms in order to welcome the children back into school after being away due to COVID restrictions. Of course, there are all the workers who are directly involved with the build, and a great thank you is extended to them. Many thanks are also extended to the Ministry of Education, MPP Bill Walker for supporting our application and providing the necessary funding to make this new school a reality. But last, and certainly not least, I would like to warmly thank all the Blue Water staff, and I do mean all the staff, educators, administrators, office staff, custodians, and others for their many contributions and hard work during this project. Congratulations, everyone, on the opening of this fabulous building. I cannot tell you how much it means to the community. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Ren Merritt, our student senator.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the student body at GBCS, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who helped make the new Georgian Bay Community School a reality. After a long period of change and uncertainty, students are so grateful to return to our school building this year. Over the past years, we have seen an evolution in the school experience in our town as 3 smaller schools became a new and improved, larger Georgian Bay Community School. These changes came with a lot of mixed emotions from students, parents, and teachers, but now that we are here, it is the beginning of something new and amazing. It is time for us to create our own fond memories in the classroom, halls, and gym of our new school. It is a beautiful school, and we can all take pride in. Future students who attend GBCS can look forward to our classrooms with plenty of natural light, upgraded gym and fitness facilities, ample outdoor learning and play space with amazing programs, clubs, teams, such as music and pursuits. I would now like to introduce the Director of Education, Lori Wilder.
Thanks, Ren. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today. I too would like to acknowledge the band and Mr. Delaney. I can imagine it's been a couple of years probably since you've had an opportunity to play to a live audience, as big as we are, but you did a great job, so thanks very much. I would like to also say hello to those watching us virtually or who may be watching us virtually in the future. And thanks, Principal Wilson, for your acknowledgement today on this very important day, a recognition of our truth and reconciliation, so thanks very much. As some of you may know, I have quite a history associated with Georgian Bay. I have a personal connection with the school community, and I've been a former teacher, principal, and coach at the school. Mostly it was always Georgian Bay Secondary School at the time. In fact, it was at Georgian Bay Secondary School where I launched my teaching career and spent my career as a principal as well. So I have a huge warm feeling in my heart for this community. Like many others in the Meaford and surrounding area, I have so many fond memories that are associated with the former school location. I know that the same can be said for those who attended St. Vincent Euphrasia Elementary School, which is also a long and storied local history. However, it's not the bricks and mortar that define the heart and soul of a school. It is the individuals within it, both past and present, who have graced the hallways and occupied the classrooms. Collectively, they are the true essence of a school's legacy and culture. As a new era for public education in Meaford begins, I am thrilled to pass along my congratulations on behalf of Blue Water District School Board senior leadership team to the students, staff and families and community who are uniting to form the all-new Georgian Bay Community School here in this location. Thank you to the Ministry of Education. Thank you very much, local MPP Bill Walker, for your advocacy and providing that provincial support that we would need to realize the dream of a school such as this. Thanks are also owed to our architects, our contractor, and of course, all of the staff who have worked tirelessly to make this happen. I have been involved in a move from one building to another, not Georgian Bay, of course, but it's a lot of work. So thank you so much for all of the work that has gone into making this building just as beautiful as it is. Additionally, we extend our gratitude and thanks to the parents, guardians, and students, municipal and community partners who are here with us, and others who believed and supported this project from day one. I have no doubt that current and future generations of students, staff, and families will benefit tremendously of this beautiful new facility. And as Director of Education, I could not be more proud to be here with you today, celebrating this historical moment. So once again, congratulations, everyone, and thank you so much.
Superintendent of Education, Keith Lefebvre.
Great, thank you very much, Principal Wilson. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations to the school community on this wonderful accomplishment. You've come together in this fantastic new facility, and you should all be so proud. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the process from the planning and building phase through to completion. A special thank you for both last year's administration teams and the current administration team for all their hard work and dedication in all the new build meetings and sweating over all of the millions of decisions that take place and that are required when it comes to building a place like this. In a recent visit to the building, the staff were so excited to highlight the many aspects of the building, from the natural light throughout the building to the technology and tools that they have available for use in the classrooms. They were so proud to showcase everything about their new learning space. Thank you to the Ministry of Education and MPP Bill Walker for all of the support we have received to make this new school a reality. And lastly, congratulations to all the students. Some of you have moved several times, and we appreciate your resilience and ability to adapt to working in new environments. Rest easy, you have a wonderful new building that will serve this community for many years to come. We know you will continue to learn today and lead tomorrow. I'd like to call upon the school council chairs, the co-chairs, Sarah Mill and Tara Gilchrist, to please speak.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you for the invitation. I was quite surprised to receive the invitation to come along and join in the tour. It's been a long process. I think when my son started in kindergarten, that was the year that SVE closed. So I think that was 2013, and MCS closed. So 2013 was the start of the conversation about a new school. And I remember I was like, oh, I'm going to be on parent council because I want to know what's happening. I want to be involved. I want to make sure we get our gyms and our tracks and everything like that. So it's been kind of cool to see the process unfold, to see the closing of the schools, and to be connected from the parent council end of things, to hear both the community perspective and the parents' perspectives, the students and the teachers as well, and sort of the challenges that have come along with it. I think overall it's a very positive thing. I think the people that aren't quite on board yet will be. The school is incredible. The people that have contributed to it, from the architects to the MPs to the MPPs to the board, I don't know them all, but there's a lot of people involved. And I think on behalf of the parents, we want to thank everyone for making this happen, and we look forward to working with all of you to continue to make the school a great place. And I believe, oh, I get to introduce Bill Walker.
Thank you very much. It's truly an honor to be here. And a little story just to start that I got a couple of weeks ago. I was able to go to my kindergarten teacher and present her with her 80th birthday scroll, which was a pretty cool thing. And I jokingly said to her, you probably never thought of little Billy Walker being the person that would ever be the MPP presenting you with a scroll. And she said, oh, Billy Walker, I always expected big things out of you. And I said, well, Mrs. Butcher, who's the true politician here? It's truly a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Minister and our government and Premier Ford to open this new school. Of course, to thank Board Chair Jane and the Board, Director Laurie, Fran as trustee, and all of the people that have been involved over the years, both past and present, as have already been mentioned. And Student Senator Wren, I just want to share with you, I was Student Council co-president as well back in the day at Wyerton District High School. So who knows what your future may hold? Maybe in a few years. I never ever thought I'd become an MPP, so who knows what will hold for you in the future as well. I want to acknowledge as well former Principal Kathy Dansma is in the audience, of course, current Principal Wilson, and of course everyone who's up here on stage. I know Mr. Lefebvre, and I just found out today that Danielle Carson is a vice principal. Goes back to our old days when I know her husband and father-in-law very well. The Georgian Bay Community School is, we just did a tour, and it's a spectacular facility that I'm proud to say will serve your community, our community, for many, many years. I can only imagine and begin to imagine the excitement of the staff and the students felt their first day in this brand new, beautiful facility just a few weeks ago. I'm so happy to see the investment our government committed to this project, more than $29 million, come to fruition and to see it today. This project is not just an investment, though, in bricks and mortar. Much more important, our government is investing in the future of our children by giving them an absolutely modern and accessible school environment. The Georgian Bay Community School is a beacon to our government's commitment to quality education. This is a state-of-the-art, modern and technologically connected school that will make for an amazing learning environment. I'm grateful that the young people of Meaford and area will start and complete their primary and secondary careers and journeys right here. To all of the students here today, you're going to learn many wonderful and important life skills right here in your school. You'll make friendships and memories that will last you a lifetime. I want to thank my friend and colleague, the Minister of Education, Stephen Lecce, for all of his support in making this project a reality, and all of my greetings, of course, come on behalf of him. Regrettably, he was not able to make it here today, but he was here 2 years ago for the groundbreaking ceremony, and I know he's very proud of all the work of every single person who has contributed to what we're standing in today. Thank you, of course, to everybody at Blue Water District School Board for all your hard work on this project, and I think someone said millions of decisions, and I'm sure there are still some of those going on as we speak. A project of this magnitude and size requires a lot of hard work and dedication, and a sincere thank you to all of you from every role that is played. You truly paid off in this spectacular fashion. To staff and students gathered here today for this event, enjoy and cherish your new school. Make it yours, have fun, do great things, and thunder, make noise, and especially the band at every opportunity. Make noise and smiles. As things continue to return to normal, I look forward to visiting in the years to come for many events and special occasions. Thank you and enjoy your day. And it's my pleasure to introduce newly minted MP Alex Ruffin. It was kind of cool seeing some of the things on the walls upstairs for some of the student senate races. So Alex will maybe talk about that.
First off, I just want to say thank you and congratulations. It's an honor to be here today. I mean, the beauty is I'm always talking less than Bill Walker, but this education in the school system is very much a provincial issue, not a federal issue. But I do want to offer sort of 3 key messages of why this school and the education is so important for everybody. First off, today is the first Day, National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. And really one of the key aspects about this day, more than anything, it's about education. It's about us understanding what our Canadian history is, what people, our First Nations people, our Inuit or Métis, Indigenous have all gone through historically. And so our education system's key to making sure we learn from it, because there's no use in having lived something or having gone through something if you don't learn from it. The second key thing I want to talk about and why this is so important is education in general is sort of the Blue Water quote right up here about learning today, leading tomorrow. That's so key for so many things, and I'm looking to the students here in the room with the band. What you're learning today, it's not so much about exactly what you learn, but it's learning to critically think and preparing for the future, because you are the ones going to be making the decisions in the future. And I like to say from my military time, having been around to about 30 different countries, I can solve every problem in the world through education. So this is why this school is so important to have it up here and going. And the third thing that does have an impact on all levels of government is the importance to the community that a great school is. It's key to our economic growth and sustainability. It's key to attracting people to come here, to work in the jobs, to work in our community and just grow, because people want to reside somewhere where they have a place that their kids are going to go to a great education, a great school, and continue to success. So finally, just thank you once again for allowing me to be here today, but congratulations. I know this is going to be a beacon for all schools across our great area that Blue Water encompasses. So congratulations, Meaford, and congratulations, Georgian Bay Community School. Thanks so much for having me. And Mayor Compass, you're up next.
Thanks very much, Alex. I'm going to have to adjust the microphone a bit, following a tall person. Good afternoon, everyone, and my thanks for, my goodness, what a wonderful rendition of "O Canada." Well done, you guys. It was just really a pleasure to hear and to see everybody back in one place all together again. We're all so happy that is happening. It is very exciting for me to be with you as we officially open our brand new, we called it an awesome school, not a super school, but an awesome school, Georgian Bay Community School. It's an honor and a privilege for me as mayor to bring greetings and a warm Meaford welcome on behalf of the council, staff, and residents of the municipality, and those of Grey County as well. Unfortunately, Warden Hicks was not able to be with us today, but he certainly offers his warm greetings and best wishes to all. May I begin by thanking the Blue Water District School Board, Ministry of Education, Minister Stephen Lecce, MPP Bill Walker, and all those involved in this remarkable project for their foresight, diligence, and support in building this fabulous new school. It is a wonderful addition to our community. The reality of over 1,000 students, 1,100 I'm told today, altogether might be considered a daunting prospect in this rural community. However, accommodating junior kindergarten right through to grade 12 students, and including the very important early on child and family center, all under one roof, provides a creative and innovative opportunity to enrich the learning and the lives of our young people. GBCS is certainly responsive to the needs of existing families in Meaford and the town of Blue Mountains as well, but it also attracts families to our new community. The phenomenal growth we are experiencing has broadened our demographic landscape. We are no longer simply a retirement community, but rather one infused with the vitality and energy that young families bring. In speaking with Principal Wilson recently, I'm excited about the opportunities ahead for new community initiatives, collaborations, and partnerships. And I'm eager to see how we can all grow together. Thank you for inviting me to participate today, and may I too acknowledge on this, the first National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, that we stand on the traditional lands and treaty territory of the Saugeen Ojibwe First Nation and the Métis, whose ancestors shared this land and these waters. This is a day to recognize and reflect on the legacy of residential schools in Canada and the impact they have had on our Indigenous communities. I join you all today in wearing the orange that encourages us to listen to their stories to further our knowledge of the Indigenous culture and the consequences of residential schools, and to live together in harmony and understanding in the spirit of reconciliation. I look forward to sharing in and celebrating the continued learning and the many successes I know that will come from the students and staff of this great new school. Congratulations to all involved and best wishes to you all. Miigwech.
Mayor Lars Evers.
Thank you. It's my honor and pleasure to be here today on behalf of the town of the Blue Mountains for the opening of this truly great facility. As its name suggests, it is the Georgian Bay Community School. So we are part of that community, and I know that many of our students graduate from the Beaver Valley Community School and end up coming here. So it's great for me to be here, and it is truly a fantastic facility. We had a great tour with the principal earlier today, and it does have everything that anybody would ever wish to have in a school, and everybody that's involved in creating this great educational institution should be congratulated. I particularly was interested in the election posters upstairs. I'm glad that we are creating, really, as the sign suggests, leaders of tomorrow, and I urge everybody to get out and vote for these people. It's a start, and I look forward to when you will be on council at the municipal level. I look forward to seeing some younger people there. It's not a slight on anybody, but it would be great. It would be great to have some younger people on council. So I'm glad we're creating the leaders of tomorrow right here in this fantastic facility. And on a personal note, my son did just buy, he and his wife, they just bought a house in Meaford, and I will encourage them to get working on more students for your school. Thank you very much, everyone.
Good, still there. So we're going to do our official ribbon cutting. Ren, do you want to do one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of.
Here, guys. You guys know. I'm watching all. Okay, are we ready? All right, man. Whatever. Hey! We can be seated now for our closing remarks. And now for our closing remarks, the two vice principals, Julie Phillips and Danielle Carson.
All right, so as we venture into this new beginning, we reflect on the history of all of our Meaford schools. Meaford Elementary School, which later became Meaford Community School, St. Vincent Euphrasia School, and Georgian Bay Secondary School, and of course now our Georgian Bay Community School. Each of these schools have its own legacy, but as we become one, we grow stronger together. The amazing staff and students at Georgian Bay Community School have come together to create a positive, safe learning environment for all of our students, full of love and Thunder spirit. For that, we thank each of our staff members. Students, we also thank you for your perseverance and resilience. You have been tested by many circumstances and have come out stronger. We are so proud of you. Thank you to all of our guests today and to everyone who has had a hand in building our new community school, Georgian Bay Community School. Go Thunder.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I'm just going to move the mic a little bit. The opening of Georgian Bay Community School is an important moment for our community. It's a time to come together to celebrate the past, as well as all the memories made at Meaford Community School, St. Vincent Euphrasia School, and Georgian Bay Secondary School. It's also an opportunity for hope and to look at the bright future that lies ahead for all of our students, staff, and our community as we become one in the new Georgian Bay Community School. As we begin a new school year, we have already overcome many challenges and have shown resilience as a community. Our amazing staff, students, and families would not be here today in this new building if it weren't for the tireless efforts and continued support of all those that worked so hard to make our new school a reality. So thank you, and know that we are all very appreciative of this opportunity. Thank you to our special guests here today as we witness this historical moment. Thank you to our wonderful staff that have worked so hard to create a beautiful and positive atmosphere, and the countless hours that have gone into setting up classrooms in our new school so it could be ready for everyone to enjoy. Finally, thank you to our students who, without you, none of this would be possible. Your resilience and ability to adapt despite the many challenges is truly remarkable. In true school spirit, go Thunder.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. That is the end of our official opening ceremony.